Hey guys, this is Mrs. Cutting, and today I'm going to go through with you the lesson summaries from lessons 13 and 14 in Unit 1. So I am starting on page 94. A polyhedron is a 3D figure composed of faces. Each face is a filled-in polygon and meets only one other face along a complete edge. The ends of the edges meet at points that are called vertices. So it's a 3D figure composed of faces, which are flat sides. Each face is a filled-in polygon that meets only one other face along a complete edge. And the ends of the edges meet at points that are called vertices. So that was a lot of vocab all in 3 sentences. So what we know about a polyhedron or polyhedra is they are 3D. They're made of polygons. And they are closed figures, so it can't have an opening. So then they threw some more vocab at us. Faces, which are always going to be, or with polyhedra, they're going to be polygons. So the faces are the flat sides. Edges are where the faces meet. And then vertex, which we usually think of as like a corner. And those are the points where the edges meet. Yeah, that was a lot of vocab. That was 2 minutes worth of vocab for 3 sentences. Okay, I will try to speed it up. Sorry about that. A polyhedron always encloses a 3D region. The plural of polyhedron is polyhedra, and here are some examples. They are all made out of polygons, 3D, they're closed figures. So 2 types of polyhedra that we're talking about. The first one is prisms. A prism is a type of polyhedron with 2 identical faces that are parallel to each other and are called bases. A prism is a type of polyhedron with 2 identical faces that are called bases. The bases are connected by a set of rectangles, or sometimes parallelograms. A prism is named for the shape of its bases. For example, if the base is a pentagon, then it is called a pentagonal prism. So what do we know about prisms? They have 2 bases. The rest of the faces are rectangles. And they're named by the shape of the bases. So this first one, the bases are triangles. Here's one base, here's the second base. And the rest of the faces, so going around the outside, are all rectangles. And it's named after the triangle, so it is a triangular prism. In the pentagonal prism, the bases are pentagons, and they have rectangles going around the outside as the rest of their faces. And in the rectangular prism, the bases are rectangles, and then they have rectangles going around the rest. Flip the page. So then we have pyramids. A pyramid is a type of polyhedron that has one special face called the base. All of the other faces are triangles that meet at a single vertex. A pyramid has one special face called the base, and then everything else, all the rest of the faces, are triangles, and they come together at a single point or vertex, and they are also named for the shape of their bases. So what do we know about them? They have one base. The rest of the faces are triangles. And the triangles meet at one vertex. One vertex or one point. That's this. And they are also named by the shape of bases. Not bases, base. They only have one base. So this first one, the base is a rectangle. I might even call that a square. So that's a rectangular pyramid. It has triangles going around the outside, coming together, meeting at that vertex. The second one, the base is a hexagon, so it's a hexagonal pyramid. The rest of the faces are triangles coming together at that vertex. This one, this is a heptagonal. This is 7 sides. That's not one we hear very often. And then decagonal. We really don't hear that one. So they are named after the shape of their base. All right, a net is a 2D representation of a polyhedron. It is composed of polygons that form the faces of the polyhedron. So a net is basically just the flattened out version of it. So a cube has 6 square faces, so the net has 6 squares, and it can be cut out and folded to make a model of the polyhedron. We're going to flip over to page 101. We have one more summary to go through. It is a lot quicker, shorter than the other one. So lesson 14, a net of a pyramid has one polygon that is the base. The rest of the polygons are triangles, and a pentagonal pyramid and its net are shown here. So here's a net of a pyramid. So the folded up pyramid has a pentagon as its base and then triangles going around the outside. The net is a flattened out version of that. There's a pentagon as its base and triangles going around the outside. A net of a prism has 2 copies of the polygon that is its base, and the rest of the polygons are rectangles. A pentagonal prism and its net are shown here. So these have 2 bases, and then rectangles going around the outside. So the net also has 2 bases and rectangles going around the outside. Flip the page one more time. We're going to ignore this. This wasn't really an important point. And then here is a net of a rectangular prism. Because a net shows all the faces of a polyhedron, we can use it to find its surface area. So once we have it laid out flat like this, we can use that to find the surface area, because the surface area is just the area of all the surfaces. So once I find the area of this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, that's the surface area. All right, see you next time.